TJ, you have been quite the busy man lately. Last year, or it's not last year, hello, last week, with all the severe weather.
Yeah.
Today, we got you an eclipse for your belated birthday present. You were out, Dylan was out there all day watching it live. I mean, you guys had great coverage today at 3. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Between his live shot and just checking one of the cams, I had one of the live cams up in Seymour, Indiana, and literally to go from daylight to complete dark street lights on in downtown Seymour, that's about 50 miles north of Louisville. Pretty incredible. Had some scattered clouds around here for the partial side of it, but really more active weather on the way. It's going to stay wet and unsettled as we head through the rest of the week. It's really going to kick in. Some heavy rain potential that may cause some minor flooding issues by the time we wrap things up. And we are also monitoring the strong storm potential for the day on Thursday. So things are quiet right now. A few little isolated cells have popped up basically north of Lexington. They're kind of pulsing up and pulsing down through parts of Boone, Campbell, and Kenton County, just south of Cincinnati. A few scattered showers this morning down south that helps some of that lingering cloudiness to hang around. So a little tougher to see the partial eclipse, but that area of totality right through the heart of Indiana up into Ohio, mainly cloud free, making for a nice day. You can see the breeze kicked up, flag laid out there in downtown Mount Sterling. Montgomery County Courthouse looking good and feeling good. Southwest winds 10 to 15, right at 70, and we're right around the 70-degree mark. Much of the area got a few low 70s here and there, and all of the Ohio and Tennessee Valley, in fact, pressing the 80-degree mark out here, St. Louis, Paducah, and just above it there in Jackson, Tennessee. So the southerly flow and a bit of energy will be rotating off to the northeast, and we'll see several waves, so that is going to keep our weather a bit on the wet and unsettled side. Our in-house data still wants to pop off an isolated shower or storm as we go through the evening. That's not off the table completely. I think much of the overnight will be dry. Should start out mid to upper 50s, and then will increase the general rain coverage, some embedded thunder. Overall, I think that's going to hold our temperatures in check. Probably low to mid 60s will do it for afternoon highs. So again, looking ahead here, solid moisture between the frontal boundary and this area of low pressure, which is eventually going to kind of spin right up through the heart of the bluegrass as we get into Wednesday night, more so into the day on Thursday. And as a result, you see solid rain chances over the next 3 days. And even as that low departs on Friday, we're still looking at a few rain chances there on the backside. So our rainfall totals could be fairly healthy, 2 to 3 inch totals. The other thing we're keeping an eye on is the potential for some severe weather. The extended outlook, this goes beyond day 3. This is for day 4 on Thursday. It does include central eastern and parts of northeastern Kentucky up into Ohio. So that's something obviously that we will be watching fairly closely. So there's your activity on Thursday. Get a bit of a northwest flow. That'll knock our afternoon highs back into the mid 50s on Friday. The beginning of the weekend looks to start out fairly dry. I think we'll be in pretty good shape here. Notice how temperatures should head back into the upper 60s to around 70. And of course, that's good news. Not so good news with the spring meet at Keeneland continuing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when we've got those solid rain chances. But for tonight, scattered clouds. Any isolated shower or storm chance, I think for the most part, is going to be this evening, with much, if not the majority of the overnight, being on the dry side. Coming up on Tuesday, occasional rain, some thunder in there. More of a chance, I believe, as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. And checking out your 7-day forecast here, temperatures will be held in check a bit with the amount of clouds and rain around. The better chance for anything in the way of organized storms, and some strong at that. Looks like that will come during the day on Thursday. And as the low begins to pull out to the east, note the cool down. We drop from 70 down into the mid 50s, and then we're back up to 70. Just small in chances, it looks like, as we do warm things up heading toward the end of the weekend, early next week, with highs back in the mid 70s.